It's like, Hi, my girls. Welcome to another episode of Vino in the City. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm so excited. I have my older sister. I've claimed her. She hasn't realized, but I've been watching her and she's been in my life longer than we've actually been speaking.
I know.
But I absolutely love her so much. She's an OG celebrity, A-lister, actress, and also the original celebrity fitness guru. You really started the culture of, hey, be fit. None other but Hlubi Mboya Arnold.
Hey, I'm
Welcome.
so happy to be here with a friend.
With a friend featuring Saint, our little puppy. He just loves her. I don't know what you did.
I don't know, but I'm such a dog lover. And you know, in these tough times, love is love.
Love is love.
If it comes from another mammal, it comes from another mammal.
Dude, I agree. And look at him, he's just enjoying himself. Do you want to go home with Hlubi?
Yes. Yes, mommy.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for the opportunity just to reconnect, I think.
Yes.
I think that's very important.
Yes.
You know, I think we're all feeling a bit isolated, etc., etc.
Yes.
So it's nice just to see familiar faces and just talk nonsense and everything not so heavy and draining and toxic.
Yes.
So I'm happy to be here.
Thank you
With,
so
of course,
much. Some vino. So Hlubi, I'm on this journey of collecting 251 bottles. And I thought the best way to do that is to do it with guests who can try the bottles with me so that we can give them a yay or nay in my wine collection.
Fantastic.
So today we're going to try the
Almost zero alcohol, ravishing rose, 100% vegan. I love that.
vegan.
Let's try that.
Vegan.
Definitely.
I've never tried vegan wine.
Neither have I. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I might even join you on that. You know, for my house.
I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. I've never tried vegan, so don't judge my wine taste on vegan wine.
Beautiful.
I like the color.
I love vegan wine. I might be hooked.
It's a rosé, so maybe that's why. All right. So you know what they say, you must swell.
Swell.
Swell. My swelling is bad.
And my hand holding of the glass is bad. You can see I'm not a big bruiser.
It's a good thing. And then if you smell it.
Okay, so it's there.
It's there.
It's there.
What does there mean?
It's very present. It's not overpowering, but it's definitely something that you can't deny.
What kind of scent does it remind you of?
What do you think?
It smells fruity,
Very fruity.
but it does smell like wine. Which,
Definitely.
you know, gets
And-
excited, especially that it's like de-alkalized.
And I
it's
can't believe
vegan.
I'm smelling a lot of cork, and we're not having a cork.
Exactly.
Can you taste
Yes.
it? Can you smell that?
Yes.
I mean, I sound like a professional, and I just said I'm a big on it. But it's got a very corky scent to it.
Yes. Okay. You want to have it for a sip?
I like the finishing flavor of it on the palate, at the back of the palate.
Yes.
I enjoyed that, and that's probably the vegan element of it.
Yes.
Because it's so smooth.
It is smooth. I agree. It's very smooth.
It's so
It's
smooth.
also very sour-ish.
I think it gets
At the
better.
middle.
Yes, I think it gets better at the end. Yes.
No, I
I
agree.
sound like a professional. It gets better.
You sure you don't drink wine?
I expose myself. It gets better as it goes down.
Yes. No, it's interesting.
I like it, and I can taste the vegan element. Definitely taste the vegan
But
element.
when you say vegan element, what do you mean? What makes it vegan? Because aren't grapes already like plants?
I think that 100% like vegan. That's something we can both research and Google, but I think that it doesn't really get purer than that. And maybe with other wines, they've added preservatives or something. You know what I mean? There's some element to that wine. that may be not 100% vegan, you know,
I agree.
in its purest form. And I can feel that complete purity of it being vegan. You know what? As a fitness freak, I've had my the moments of really eating clean. As they say, I don't think I really go vegan, but I know what a strict vegetarian is. I went through that to get to a certain a goal, and I know what as close to vegan as I can. When I eat something, it's a really clean taste, and this is a real clean taste.
Yes. And so when you say you're trying to get to a goal, you've always been fit. You've always looked dope. What do you mean? What goal? What goal would Hlubi want to get to when she needs to be vegetarian to get to this goal? Please explain that.
No, you know, I think as we grow up, or as we evolve, you know, your priorities change. As a fitness enthusiast, I want to say freak because it's got negative connotations. As a fitness enthusiast, yes, and being curious about different elements, the different aspects of sports and fitness that I've always liked to experiment with. And really, when I was eating clean and almost veganish, I was really training for a body sculpting competition called Body Beautiful. And that really is heavy on the body, and you really got to be super disciplined. And as I like to say to people, that 90% of any goal that you want to take in a fitness realm, it's much put in your mouth. You know what I mean? And the other 10% is fitness. So doing the vegan and vegetarian, and my husband is such a neat carnivore.
Yeah. Your husband can invite us for dinner. We love meat.
Yeah, my husband loves meat. So it's a very clean lifestyle. It's a very clean.
I think Happy wants to go poop. Sorry. And then you mustn't come back now. You must let the adults talk.
Yeah, it's a very clean lifestyle. So I can taste that really clean element to this.
Okay. And have you done Ironman?
No.
No. Because you've done everything. You've done biking.
Yeah.
You've done. Which mountain did you climb?
Kili.
I mean, extreme stuff.
I love that. I really do. But now it's time to be extreme mama. It's time for motherhood now. You know, that's an extreme sport.
Yes. No, it is.
Is it?
It is.
You tell me.
It's mentally challenging. It's physically challenging when it comes to the sleep, of course. So no, it takes everything, and pregnancy as well is a physical sport. It really is, and giving birth, because I chose to give birth naturally.
Did you go natural?
Natural.
You see, we're all champions.
Yes.
You know, you do your thing. Straight up, no painkillers,
No painkillers.
What's it? Epidural? Is that
No
what they call it?
epidural.
Did you go like that, like in the olden days?
Like I was at home.
How was that? Why did you?
Poetic pain. I always say poetic pain. It is painful, but it's poetic because at the end of it, something.
There's beauty. Did you choose?
I chose.
You wanted to do that from the beginning.
From the beginning, 100%. And I'm like, it was such a great experience that I will do it again. I can do 5 kids natural.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're not a queen. You're a king.
But mental. Like, even when you know that you're gonna do it, so every day you're like, okay, don't come out of it, don't bug out, come on, you can do it. And then the day of, like, especially when you're having the contractions, my earring, especially when you're having the contractions and it's painful and all you want is a painkiller, all you want is epidural. I had a great midwife, so I went with the midwife versus the gynae because I was doing natural, so I didn't need to have a gynae. There was a standby gynae in case there's complications, but the midwife was great. The midwife kept saying to me, your body is made for this. Your body can do it. Don't help your body. She kept telling me, don't stress yourself. Don't try to help your body. Your body will do it without you like trying to help.
Where did you find a midwife?
Genesis. Have you heard of Genesis?
No.
Oh, let me put you on. Genesis is the reason why I'll have 100 kids.
What's Genesis?
It's a natural birthing boutique maternity hospital, but it's clinic. I didn't say clinic rather. It's based in Rosebank on Jansnats. Just after Zulek. Just after Zulek, it's on the left. I think you've seen it so many times, especially if you're driving from like town to Rosebank and you're using Jansnats. It's always on your left. midwives that are amazing. The whole process, the antenatal classes, everything felt so secure. You felt as though you were with your mom, you know, like it felt very paternal, and right through they encouraging you. It's antenatal classes, they invite your husband, they teach him. And so by the time we gave birth, and by the time we also brought the baby, and we needed to be involved in like being parents of a baby, which is very different to being a parent of a toddler. Being parents of a baby, he was also like mind and body ready. So he also knew his responsibility, because it's taxing if it's just a mom. So that whole thing, babies are looked after by moms. No. It's taxing. It requires two people. So I really look up to single moms, because it does require two people, you know. So to be honest, the first time I bathed my daughter was at 6 months.
Right.
Because it was the dad's duty.
Oh, fantastic!
So
yes.
shared responsibilities.
That's
so
that is amazing.
So
I love your home, by the way.
Thank you.
And really, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
So I'll give you the details. I'll like share my midwife with you. My friend as well used her after me. She's
what's her name? Shout out
to Hlubi midwife, Mama Hlubi.
Mama Hlubi.
Mama Hlubi, we love her so much. She's a sergeant as well, which is great, because when you're giving birth naturally, and you
need orders.
You need
but shut up, push. I love the combination.
Listen,
What
she
is-
was like, you know, there's a time where I was screaming. She said to me, and I'll always remember this. She says, if you're screaming, you put in the energy in your mouth versus down in your pushing. I said, you must push, so I must not hear you scream. And you know when you've seen the movies, and in the movies it's scream. She's like, we're focusing in exiting the baby. So all your energy must be pushed down there. If I hear you scream, it means you're using some of your energy up here. No. And
That is the best thing I've heard all day.
yeah, she's a sergeant, man. Like, there's a time where I'll show you this very funny position, but she's like, I must put my leg on her, right, so that I can like balance on her. And at some point it was really painful. I just kicked her, you know. Yo, did she not tell me my numbers? She's like,
This is all during labor.
Natural labor, no pain. So this is like the real deal. And she's like, listen, if you give me a year, the hour, I can't do this. You know, you're putting your energy in kicking versus your energy
I have to
down.
meet her.
You have to meet her. She's
Even if it's just to meet.
yes.
I have to meet her.
Yes. No, really. Like at some point I said to her, you know
What a guru.
I was like, to Mama Toby, I'm tired, bro. It's okay. I quit. It's okay. And you can't quit because your body is like, you know, so in between the contractions, because you get like 2 minutes rest in between the contractions where it's like, it's quiet. And then it hits again like a bus. So in between, I was like,
I can't.
Mama, I can't. I'm tired. It's okay. And what do you say when you say it's okay? Like, what is okay? The baby has to come out. So, you know, I'm like, it's fine. It's okay. I don't want to do this anymore. And she's like, then she said to me, listen, if you listen to me now and you focus and you push me, I tell you to push, we'll be done in 10 minutes. Looked at her. I was like, 10 minutes? I can do 10 minutes because, again, your mind is making movies. It's like 30 hours. I've also heard of people being in labor for 24 hours, 18 hours, all of that. I was like, so you think in 10 minutes, if I focus,
this baby will be here.
if I focus, like with all my energies, 10 minutes, she's like, yes. Shut. 6 minutes, done. 6 minutes,
You
done.
lie.
Yes.
Okay, so it's official, Mama Thomas. Yes.
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 I'm 42, so yeah.
She says to me all the time,
What?
40 is the new 30.
She said that all the time.
All the time.
You promise.
Promise.
You promise.
I promise. I will sing.
I cannot believe about Born, and she'll say that there's no ways you are 42.
No.
She would tell me, she'll be like, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Do you think so, Nana?
100%.
You know what? Okay, so we're officially setting it. I just want to meet her. You know what? I love stories of women who are not put in boxes.
Yes.
Yeah. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
You know, it's to have that kind of calling, because I think midwives are a calling.
Yes.
that profession.
Exactly.
And a sergeant, like literally, that combination is exactly the kind of role I'd love to play in a movie.
Yes, yes. Because her job is to get that baby out. And
That
she
is
won't allow you to be like an impediment to that. She pushes you, you know, and when you get nervous and even before, like closer to the date and stuff like that.
Also, she's going through the process
She's going through the process with you, and closer to the date, she'll tell you because you're now nervous and you're thinking natural. Oh gosh, you know. And she just reminds you all the time, it's okay, it's not you, your body literally was built for this. And I'm not saying that women's bodies are only made for
childbirth,
but she's saying that's the capability that your body has naturally. You know, it's not some science, it's just biological, and you can get through this. And so her encouragement the whole time is something that helps you get mentally ready, because it is, like I said, it's a mental sport, it's a physical sport.
I'm a Chloe big ups. Yeah, love it. Love
and
it.
then she visits after to check on you and the baby. And then what she also did, which I really, really loved, is after she checks on the baby, she checks on you and your vitals and the healing and everything. Then she asks for 2 minutes or like 10 minutes with you and your husband. And then she checks on you guys. Because the first 10 days, like, there's no sleep.
Yeah, what is psychologist?
And
that's also psychologist.
Yes. And she'll say, and you know, and you'll have frustrations. I had frustrations. I'm like, whoo, my husband takes so long to change the nappy, and the baby's crying.
And crying.
And he's just like, you could obviously.
Yes.
He's nervous. He's doing.
Nini.
And in your mind, you're like, this baby's crying. You just want to like push him aside and like let me do it, you know, because. You know, we grew up with looking after our like aunts, cousins, kids. You as a child, even if you're a teenager.
Yes.
You're around kids.
Yes.
And you have to sit by them.
Yes.
You have to take the napkins.
Yes.
No, not for guys, right? So for him, it was the first time. So he's like,
so adorable.
And the baby's crying. I'm going mad, you know. And she just said to me, so could you talk about that? And she asked, what are the frustrations, all of that? And she's like, okay. You need to let him get in his zone and be a dad and an active, involved dad. So if the child is crying, you know what you must do? Leave the house.
Yeah.
Get out.
Let them do their thing.
Exactly. Because if it's bothering you.
Yeah.
She's like, don't worry.
Oh, you're teaching me.
She's like, don't worry, the child will survive. You must just leave. And when she gave me that realization, I was like, actually, he also needs to have his time. I need to give him the space as well, you know? And now he's daddy of the year every year.
Do you know what I find about this conversation that's really so great is that, in her own words, that 40 is the new 30, and women, you know what, we're so multifaceted and multi-complex, and being a mom can be such a pressurized, complex issue that women put on each other as pressure. Our mothers put it, society puts it on us, you know, and for me, and case in point, and I love this conversation, because just because a woman is past her 30s, past 35, and then in her 40s and doesn't have a child, society is like, what is going on here? You know what I mean? And first of all, I believe that it's not as people's business.
Yes.
Because you don't know, there are so many factors.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And this day and age, people have to be educated that maybe she doesn't want, maybe she's got different priorities, maybe her career was an option, maybe their medical problems, maybe their personal problems, and maybe being a mom is not what she wants to do.
Exactly.
You know,
and it's okay, it's not your business.
And it's okay. But for me, case in point, I've always wanted to have kids. And my husband and I were just so very focused on our careers. And that kind of flew past, you know, our time, 10 years, like, Cecilia, we've been together, I've been with my husband for almost 20 years.
Yes.
And it's just been such a busy life and just wanting to attain certain goals.
Congratulations, first of all.
I know, in this day and age.
That's what I want in this day and age.
In this day and age.
In this day and age.
So, and family is something that we've always wanted. But I think that now we're like, listen, like, we need to do this. You know, so we're at that stage right now, and it's a very exciting point. And we're both the same. We're both young at heart. We're both highly energetic. But I also believe that, and I know because you're younger than me, I think that honestly we're emotionally ready for that.
Yes.
we're financially ready for that.
Yes.
And I'm an actor, so everything, you know, I'm at a place where now I know how to make more than one form of revenue.
Yes. Boss lady, more than
Multiple
one.
streams of income.
Multiple streams.
And we're emotionally ready for that, and our marriage is ready for that. You know, and welcome to every single couple is different, and he's the guy that I want to have our kids with. And I also realized that, and it's through this journey that motherhood can come in so many different forms. And I think COVID has taught us that with the high rates of babies being abandoned because mothers can't afford it, because they're being retrenched, etc., etc. And I'm hearing those stories, and I don't know, it's because I'm there in my life, and you know, God, it works like that.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're attracting that kind of stuff, and it's coming to you all of a sudden.
Motherhood can definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So whether it's midwife, me and Sister Oli,
You can do both.
do you know what I mean? Or adoption, or you know, and I think that the Lord has placed in my heart that this is the perfect time for that.
Yes. And you can do both, to be honest. And I'm not saying you have them both at the same time.
Yeah.
But, you could definitely. I'm big for adoption, to be honest.
Are you?
Exactly. And it depends on how many kids you want. So if you want more than one kid,
Yeah. Are you big on adoption? Have you always been?
I've always been, for the same reasons that you didn't go into it. But
Yeah,
I can understand the reason of, you know, there are kids there who are looking who need mothers, and I'm big. I don't know why. You know, it's something in my heart.
I know that.
So either way, whether it's the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, because I'd love to have a soccer team. If God allows, I'd be big. I'd have 3 adopted kids and 3 kids on my own from like my tummy. It really doesn't matter. I'm very big on it. It's so important.
And I realized that the chasing of a career will never stop.
No.
I realized that it'll never stop.
This is the truth.
It'll never stop.
Exactly.
So I'm like, it'll never go away. So, you know, the baby is going to come, and that will be the life.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Whether the career is still what I had it as it was before, or it will change. That's part of the discovery of what happens when, you know, another human being is yours.
It's an adventure.
You know?
It's an adventure. And like any adventure, you never know how to navigate it. You just take it a step at a time.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of my friends as well want kids, but they say that no, career. And the thing is, especially if you're a boss lady and you're moving forward to building your own things, right? The demand will never change.
It will never change.
Especially if you're going to build your own empire. It will never change. It's going to be more demanding, in fact.
Absolutely.
The higher you go, the more demanding it is. And so there's never, I never believe there's any time where you're ready to have kids, especially unless it's financial. You know, you don't have kids unless you can financially afford them. But otherwise, the career thing, you know, and which I also want to ask. You work a lot with women, and then there's also the other layer, right, which is working moms, and so many policies in corporate haven't changed to support working moms.
Yeah.
What is your take, especially now that you know you're looking to do this and you still want to have a career, and you should definitely have a career, and there's no reason you shouldn't.
I'm so glad you asked that question. I just did a whole series of mompreneur.
Yes, mompreneur, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's always a question, and it always comes up, that they feel that they're failures as mothers because they're busy running their businesses. They feel like they've missed, when they're at the soccer team, they're busy on the phone, on their laptops, you know, and the kid is scoring, and they're like, oh my God, they missed that moment. You know, they feel like they're missing so many moments. They feel like they're a bad mom for those kind of things. But the flip side is that they're doing it on their own terms. There is no right formula.
Yes.
Every day is a guru.
Yes.
Every moment is a guru. And ultimately, they do the best with what they have. They say that a support system is next to like God, vital at the end of the day, and also the imposter syndrome. On some, who do I think I am trying to do this?
Yes.
You know, and there's no such thing as a balance. There's no such thing as a formula of how to do it all.
There's no balance.
Yeah, there's no balance. You know,
every day is different.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think the concept of mompreneur is something that was looked down upon in the past.
Yes.
You know, but now it's such a powerful movement because women are like that. They're raising kids, they're building great businesses, and they're the anchors of families.
Exactly. And you know what? Support. For me, being a very ambitious, career-driven person, plus being a mom, the key ingredient that I always try to make sure my child has is love. And so where I can't give it because let's say I have to be somewhere else, she's with her grandparents.
Yeah,
and she feels
blessed.
the same love.
Yeah.
If not, like we have a loving nanny that she absolutely adores. Like basically, she'll even say when my nanny goes on leave and goes back home, she'll say, "Where's my Chilo?" You know, it's like So it's your child wants love, and make sure that where you can't because of work or whatever, they still feel that they are surrounded by loving, caring people that really put their energies towards the child. And I found that that's worked. She's so happy if you meet her. She's the happiest.
She's a bubbly baby.
Just running up and down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, next I want to ask you though. You gotten involved with Future CEOs a while back, a few years ago. It's quite a big pivot from entertainment, acting, you know. It's really about empowering the next generation and creating industries that are inclusive and just being a different type of CEO that's not just only focused
a profit driven.
Yes. So focus on the triple bottom line. How did you pivot into it, and why did you decide to join Future CEOs as an executive director?
I feel like I couldn't deny the network that I had based on my fan base of Isidingo, and it wasn't something that I knew all of a sudden. It's something that through the process of being unemployed because my 10-year stint on a soapy ended. So it ended, and it was a while before I found other work. So I was like, you know what? I wasn't prepared for this. I've got no work, but I've got such a great network. And I found that, and why being an entrepreneur is so vital, especially as we move forward in a post-pandemic world, is that we are the people that are actually going to build our economy as entrepreneurs. And as startups, we are the tools that creates jobs.
Yes.
And I'm a firm believer of that. Future CEO began and was and our mission and vision, and it's an NGO, a registered NGO. Its mission and vision is to give business education and business tools and business management tools to those graduates who are unemployed. Imagine.
And access those networks otherwise.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I think that's one of the key things. It's for people who aren't in privilege.
Yes, definitely. And we're finding that, the kids are, they're graduating from teaching education, but they're not finding work.
Yes.
Which is criminal, and they're the gaps in the system.
Yes.
So basically, it really began, it was a business where I joined with a financial guru, which is a good combination because I bring in the creative strategies and the networking skills. And you need both, you know what I mean? You need the thinker and the doer.
Yes.
And obviously, having someone in finance in your team, that financial savvy is like golden, you know that?
Sustainability.
And just we're going to keep this and say, go. You know, that kind of, you need that mix.
Yes.
So it began, I think we really blew up when our podcast on Future C on the digital platform of Cliff Central.
Yes.
Really out of, we were constantly out of 35 shows, we were constantly in the top 10. Because we really brought in, and because of my name and because of his network, we really brought in thought leaders, really innovative entrepreneurs from JC listed to township, power women, young people who really were doing amazing things in their communities, and that just blew up. And that was a 6 and 7 year stint.
Yes.
And so much has happened because of those podcasts, because of those shows. I now am involved in 3 other businesses, and because I had certain other people come into our studio in Rivonia and sit and chat with us, they are so willing and ready, if I ask them for something, to open that door for me.
Wow, that's amazing.
You know what I mean? So I believe that business is about trusting people and having great relationships with people, because people that I interviewed 10 years ago, if I say, pick up the phone and say, Mama, Jonga Hlubi, future CEOs, all 90, but I'm like, oh my God.
Do you still get that?
Babe, it's a privilege, darling.
But it is.
It's a blessing, that
it
thing.
Is. It is.
You know, when in hindsight, I'm like,
do you correct people though, or do you just accept it?
I leave it. I'm tired of correcting them.
Yes.
You know, and when people call me that, I don't know, they don't change. They don't want to change,
no.
and I'm okay with that.
Yes.
And for me, it was a great, it was a.
And I think that was pivotal
babe,
in society
that,
at that point in time.
You know, that changed the course of my life forever,
Yes.
that role.
But also the course of South Africa, it was a very cultural, influential
Absolutely.
character,
Absolutely.
especially for like the socio-economic dynamics that exist.
Yeah.
So Nandika, I mean, you were the first character actually on TV at that point in time that was
HIV positive.
HIV positive.
Yes.
So it didn't change your course. It changed South Africa. To be honest.
That role changed the course of my life forever. But in that, even in that role, because it was Pan-African, it was shown in Ghana, it was shown in Swaziland, it was shown in Lesotho. When I go into work, intercontinental work, they're like 90, and I'm like, you see what God does, and you don't even know this.
Yes.
You're not even seeing these things.
And are you still involved in HIV prevention awareness?
It's my life's work.
Amazing.
And that's why COVID for me, it's such a same WhatsApp group, because we cannot make the mistakes that we did with HIV, with COVID. And when we come to the vaccine, we cannot have the same mistakes that we made with the ARVs with regards to access and pricing. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and I think Africa, when I realized that, because we've had HIV, Ebola, malaria, I really think as a continent, we have to have a better understanding of lessons learned from those diseases of how to handle it. Whether we're doing it now is a different story, or are doing it is a different story. I can't say that statistically, but I think that our foundation of those pandemics themselves, minor pandemics themselves of Ebola, yellow fever, HIV, those diseases, we must have learned something.
Yes. We should be more well equipped.
We must have learned something. Yes.
I mean, spoken like a true thought leader, and that's exactly what you've become. You've rebranded into a thought leader. And one of the things that, is very synonymous to your name right now is women empowerment.
Yes.
Boss ladies for days.
Yeah.
Why? What does women empowerment mean to you?
John, I don't hate men. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not a man hater, but I believe that women have to be in every single position of leadership and be seated at every single high table and executive table in the world. Do you know what I mean? And not only that, black women, because I'm not just a boss lady, I'm an intersectional boss lady. Because white women and black women, we don't have the same problems.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So I'm very intentional about black women being at the front of the conversation.
And why? Why is it important for black women to be seated at the table?
I think we're the architects of society. And I think that if anything changes, and everything changes for the benefit of everybody, it's because that black woman did something.
Yes.
Because I am Zelian.
Yes.
You know, which I believe is different from white feminism.
Yes.
Because white feminism will only benefit that race group of people.
Yes.
And that race group of women.
Exactly.
Do you understand that?
Exactly.
But a black woman has spoken, the entire system changes.
The community.
The entire system. From the ground up.
And what are some of the challenges that you still see that exist for black women and black women empowerment right now, especially when it comes to owning, starting businesses, or even if it's just like professionals? Because we understand not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, not everyone should be an entrepreneur, but even those in corporate, what are some of the challenges? Because we're still not seeing those numbers on the JSC, we're still not seeing those numbers on the boards, on the executive teams, on the leadership teams.
I know.
In your experience working with so many women, what are still some of the challenges?
I think there are women out there who can reiterate this question better than I in a corporate environment. But what I've seen in the spaces that I've been that is that the system of patriarchy is alive and kicking. Still, toxic masculinity is alive and kicking. And sometimes, believe it or not, pull me down syndrome by our own fellow women in spaces is still alive and kicking.
We don't even speak about that.
No, come on now.
Speak about that. That pull me down syndrome when you see your sister.
Yes.
That I want to be the only black female at
yes.
the table.
You know?
Can of worms.
Yeah, going along. So those
are what can we do?
You know what? For me, I'm like, my premise is that I can only do what I can do in my spaces of influence. I can only do what I can do in my spaces of influence. So I say to myself, Hlubi, what you speak, you've got to walk the walk. Yes. So if I am in a space whereby I am the only black female and it feels good, I'm like, no, where is M?
Yes.
In this team.
Yes. Yes.
Where is the queer identity in this team?
Yes.
Where is the black homosexual? Where is the Muslim?
You
Where
need
is
to check
the Indian?
yourself.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I can only be a reflection and be and exercise my thought leadership.
You truly are, because even
in my own spaces,
100%, and you use all your platforms to do that.
I have to.
You use all your platforms to advance.
I have to
bring awareness.
I have to.
But people don't think like that. Why? I'm trying to understand. How do we get women to not compete with each other? Because you don't think there's money in the world.
I know.
And it's not like a zero-sum game. That if you gain, I don't gain.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the issue that especially black females feel like they need to compete with each other?
I feel like, and I'm speaking from experience in the art industry, that just because somebody got a role, it means that there was no space for me, or there's not going to be any work for me, and that's a lie.
Yes.
That's a lie.
Exactly.
That I can't, there is no space for me in the industry. Do you know what I mean? And it's so easy to believe those things because they're easy to believe and they're easy to act on and they're easy to perpetuate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To have the confidence and the patience among them as well, and to have the patience. And I'm not saying there's something wrong with being competitive. I'm highly competitive. Don't be mistaken.
Yes.
I'm very competitive, and I believe in being a champ.
Yes.
You know,
but that's exactly. It's competitiveness in terms of being a champion.
Yes.
Being excellent.
Yes.
And
what you do.
Best at what you
yes.
do.
Yes.
It doesn't mean being the best at what you do means you're the only one.
Or being the best. Now I want to be my best.
Yes.
They're going along.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I have, and it's all an internal. You've got to tick. Something has to switch in your brain.
At which moment did that switch in your brain? What happened? You remember a moment where you realized, or have you just always been like
no,
this?
You know what? I can't speak for anybody else, but I think that we learn. You know, I'm not saying that I didn't want all those things for myself. I'm not saying that it wasn't nice being the only black woman in the room, but I realized that's not the long haul game I want to play.
Because you'll also be over black dominated.
Babe, that's not the long haul game I want to play. That's very short-sighted. Yeah. That's short-term gratification.
Yes.
And to be leaving a legacy.
Yes.
Means that I ain't going nowhere.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I say you have to be in it for the long haul.
Yes.
And that means vision.
Yes.
And that means strategy.
Yes.
And that means teamwork and collaboration.
Teamwork and collaboration. Because what's that saying? You can go quickly by yourself.
Yes.
You can go far with others.
I love that.
Yes. Let me check my questions. I think I've got 2 more.
Yeah, I need to write assignments. Some of us are also still studying. And I'm a lifelong learner on that note. You're always learning. So I need to go write my assignment, finish. You see why I don't drink wine during the day? At night is a different story.
It's a different story. It's kind of alive at night.
Your sister's laughing.
So I want to speak to you as well, you know, being someone who looks after their body, their mind. In the age of social media, where there's so much pressure and expectations of how women should look like, because, you know, you're going through Instagram, snatched, you know, waist, hips, bums, makeup, hair fleek. There's like no room for any blemishes. A lot of women are feeling very insecure because they don't feel like they look like influencers who also sometimes manipulate their images. Story. What is your advice? What is your take on just social media and also what it's doing to the insecurities of a lot of women, and especially for someone who actually doesn't go under the knife? You work on your body, you work on your mind. What advice would you give?
So I just did a show on colorism. And colorism is a preferential treatment of black people on black people, where the lighter you are, the better you're treated in society, the better you're treated within your own family. And that is because we believe in Eurocentric, even today, standards of beauty. So when it comes to social media and standards of beauty, and young people get this very wrong, and I'm trying to educate that young people have to start using social media as a positive tool, and not a tool to destroy their moral compass, their mental compass, and their own standards for success. You understand what I mean? In some countries of the world, they're thinking even of banning it because suicide, depression, anxiety have increased amongst young people. I find that even as an adult, I have to set specific, this is what I do now, especially in the times of COVID, where there's such fake news and everybody's got their negative spin on everything. I have learned to develop a skill of I have got to watch what I consume. Because that thing, one minute you're fine, next minute you're phoning mother because you're saying you heard some news of the story, or you feel depressed. And mental health right now in the times of COVID is a very serious thing. I think it is the second pandemic. Our mental health.
It is.
So what I use social media for, I am very careful about who I follow, what I choose to consume, and what I want to get out of it. I'm not saying that I'm a boring person, that I don't like celebrities and what Instagram is used for, but I have to control how much of it I want in my life and actually what effect it has on me and how I feel that I am not enough or I am enough. Do you know what I mean? I also think that the different platforms have to be used for me as a business person as well. I use it in different ways, you know what I mean? And I find that Instagram is okay. It's celeb life, it's images, it's pictures,
lifestyle.
It's imagination, you know, it's aspiration.
It is.
For me, I use Twitter as news, I get, and I choose. You know, I get my information and I read, I'm a reader. So I read a lot. Facebook for me is more the people that I know. You know what I mean? And then LinkedIn obviously is the business aspect of my professional network. I mean, I only speak business. If you follow me on LinkedIn, it's strictly business, you know?
You know, I'm gonna do a meme for you.
Yes.
You know that meme?
Yeah.
Where it's my Instagram, my Facebook.
Yeah. Please, I love those.
I'm gonna do an Instagram.
My man, Tony Palm started that.
Yes.
It is fantastic.
He just described it without realizing. That's exactly what
you know what I mean? So things are very, I know, when I'm going there, I know exactly what I'm going to get out of it, you know, and when I need it, you know, if I want to relax, then I have a good Instagram, no? But I think that social media can be so good, but it can be so toxic. And I think as young people who really compare, and as old people, let's not say this is younger generations.
There's also a lot of really slick moms who are in their 50s on social media. And there's nothing wrong, but they also putting the same kind of pressure. You know? So, you know, the sin of comparison, I say sin, you know, of comparing yourself to another is such a natural human thing that you actually have to stop yourself from doing it, and that's okay. I'm not saying like we're here to know what's good for us, know what's bad for us, but I believe that we really have to be on top of our own mental health and our own mental sanity and our own inner peace. Please, me, I'm about inner peace. And protecting it.
And protect it jealously. Jealously. And full no negative current negativity. And fun. I don't need that.
And so for the young viewers that we have, what advice would you give?
In closing, I've got an assignment. In closing,
what advice would you give them in terms of keeping their mind, mental health, their body healthy, and their soul, the inner peace healthy.
I love that. I think for young people, from me, Hlubi Mboya, do the things that make you feel good. And energy is not just what you see and what you consume and what you read. It's what you eat. It's who you hang around. It's the music that you listen to. It's how you feel about yourself. That's energy. Your energy is actually sacred. Your inner peace is very much sacred. Do the things that you love. Do the things that make your soul good, because our soul is spirit living. Inner peace is everything. Stay close to your people, the people that love you fiercely, and I really believe in finding beauty in everything. Try and find beauty in the smallest things. Be thankful and have an attitude of gratitude.
Yes. Amen. So the last thing we need to do before we close, we need to have a little more sip and then rate the wine out of 5 wine glasses.
What do you mean 5 wine glasses?
How many glasses would you give it out of 5 wine glasses?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let's just, last sip. As a non-wine drinker, I would give this a 3 out of 5.
I agree.
I would give it a 3 out of 5.
I agree.
I really am enjoying the vegan vibe.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Where would you see yourself having this wine?
At home, outside. It's light, so I could have it like maybe just after 12, with a light salad.
After your assignment.
Afterwards. Bye! Thanks for the reality check. I love you, baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Thank you so much, Hlubi, for being a guest on Vino In The City. We appreciate you. We love you. And we wish that you continue to have people stand on your shoulders, because they're really, really strong and broad. So thank you so much for creating a platform through your platform. And if you guys loved this episode, you know what to do: like, share, and subscribe. And also leave your comments. And hopefully Hlubi will also see your comments and respond to them. Have a good day.